25th, 2026. And I'm in dinner. How are you? How are you doing? Hello. Oh no. I think I should need a better setup for my camera. Can't even see me pouring the ingredients. Hello. Okay. Okay, let's mix this around. We'll bring it up here, I guess. Hey, Marley Brown 11. I'm just making food. How are you doing? Martin, hi. How are you? Lyle says hi. Hello. How are you all doing? Oh. I'm putting avocado in today. Should be interesting. I think I'll put the psyllium husk in now. Gabby's good. Hey. That's good. Where are you guys from? Oh, I'm so tired. Okay. There's a bug. I don't know if I got it. I'm glad that the bag's not leaking. Okay, let's see here. Oh! Okay, these cacao bags lately have been more than annoying. They keep popping open slightly. And yeah, anyway. Oh. What's everyone up to? What are you guys doing? I'm eating food. I don't know why this doesn't seal. Some seals are good and some are not. Oh, and some need teeth. Okay. Hooray. Oh, never mind. I gotta be careful with my cacao. Cacao-bunga. Oh, look at that cacao everywhere. Ah! The cacao river. What is everyone doing? Thanks for the like. Okay. That is a crunchy peanut butter-nator. Now, can we take the fork out already? Ba-dum-bum, ba-da-da-da-da-da. Mmm. Yum. Hello, hello. Okay. Oh, more cacao. Battle of the cacao. What do I have going on? Okay. Stir it nice and slow. To begin with, and then I'll be more furious. Okay. Let's put the cashews in here.
I did have a video maybe 2 years ago at this point that was titled Flowchart for Your Soul After Death, something like that. So this is kind of, I feel like though every time we talk about the plan of salvation, there's always so many questions. So I thought that this would be a fun opportunity to just hear kind of in real time some of those questions that you all might have about how this all works. And so I think, what I wanted to do also is to just explain that because Mormon theology changes so much, and if you watch my videos, you kind of already know that Mormonism is like constantly changing, that basically you're welcome to look into all the things I'm talking about because it changes so often. There's stuff that was once considered to be doctrine for sure that has since become now more like folk doctrine or even just completely disavowed. So one example of that is in the pre-earth life, which I'll show the chart here, in the pre-mortal realm. Here you can see, and I guess we'll just jump off from there, the pre-mortal existence. Basically, in the pre-mortal realm, there was a war in heaven, and Jesus presented a plan, and Satan presented a plan, and some of the hosts of heaven decided to go with Satan's plan, and some of the hosts of heaven decided to follow Jesus' plan. And all of the hosts of heaven are God's spirit babies. So you might have heard me talk about spirit babies before. So Heavenly Father, Heavenly Mother, procreated, maybe Heavenly Mothers, because maybe God is a polygamist. Looks like a D&D map. That's a great comment. And after they procreated, those spirit babies then get to choose Satan's plan or essentially Jesus' plan. And so a older Mormon teaching is that basically, and it talks about it in the book Mormon Doctrine. Here, I have the book. Basically, in Mormon Doctrine, it covers the fact that there's this idea that because of the curse of Cain, this is a very racist Mormon teaching that used to be considered 100% true, and then now the church has walked back from it. Essentially, the belief was that in the premortal realm, black people who were the spirit babies of God, who were not as valiant in the pre-earth life, those are the people who, because when they got sent to this earth, they got sent to black bodies because they were not worthy or as righteous in the pre-earth life. And so that's an example of a doctrine where that's obviously very racist. And I actually have a screenshot of I have a screenshot of Mormon Doctrine here, so you can read it yourself, and you can see 1/3 of the spirit of the hosts of heaven came out in open rebellion, which we'll talk about in a second. Over here, though, it says, those who were less valiant in pre-existence and who thereby had certain spiritual restrictions imposed upon them during mortality are known to us as black people. So it goes on to say, such spirits are sent to the earth through the lineage of Cain, and the marks of black skin in this racist doctrine is the mark that God put on Cain, and so Mormons believe that was the black skin. So that's an example of something that, this book is literally called, as you can see, Mormon Doctrine. This was considered to be basically like the Bible of the church, even though now people are like, oh, Mormon doctrine never mattered. Okay. So that's just an example of something that was once held as a very serious doctrine, which has now been disavowed. And so a lot of what I'll talk about today, some of it is folk doctrine, some of it is still considered to be doctrine, some of it was once doctrine that has now been walked back, and that's an example of that from the pre-mortal existence. Dolly Parton wasn't Mormon, but I hope she goes to the Celestial Kingdom. Honestly, I hope. I'm like, well, none of it's real. I kind of don't want Dolly Parton to go to the Celestial Kingdom, though, because I don't want her to become a baby machine and a polygamous wife. So, maybe the best case scenario is like the terrestrial kingdom, because it's not that bad, but it's also not like where you are a baby machine. So maybe we'll hope for the terrestrial kingdom for her. But really, like I said at the beginning, like this person said, it's a effed up Candyland board, and there are no good spaces to land on. So let's go back to our premortal existence. This is basically where our souls existed before they came to Earth, and when we were born, our souls pass through the veil of forgetfulness, and then we experience mortality. And so, as you can see, so that's what happened. Anyone watching this live stream, you have at this point only completed the premortal existence and mortality. But the good news is the fact that we're all here on Earth is actually proof that we're not one of the one-third who rejected Jesus' plan.
Long time no see.
So, the fact that we're here is actually already proof that we made some good choices in the pre-Earth life. This person said, so where do spirit babies come from? Is there a finite number? Great question. I actually think, from some of, like I said, some of this is a little bit more folk doctrine. I would say no, there's no fixed number that we're aware of, because according to some people, God actually has multiple planets going at the same time. So while we all are coming to Earth, there's the quote, like, worlds without number are created. And so it's reasonable to
I can sleep
to guess or think that there's literally no end to the number of spirit babies Heavenly Father made through Heavenly Mother or Heavenly Mothers, and all of us are just being funneled continuously through multiple planets operating in multiple galaxies and universes. So hopefully that answered your question. So for those one-third who reject the plan, they go to the realm of Satan, and they never, quote, receive a body. So Heavenly Mothers, yes. So a lot of this map is ultimately going to be tied to polygamy. Because Joseph Smith was a polygamist, Brigham Young was a polygamist, multiple early, there can be multiple Heavenly Mothers. In this, yes, and even recently a Mormon leader in a speech.
Blackstrap molasses, chia seed powder, and flaxseed powder.
Recently, a Mormon leader said, Heavenly Mother or Heavenly Mothers, we're not sure which. So even as of 2025, Mormon leaders are still actively head nodding toward the fact that God probably has multiple wives. Yeah, I know. A third of spirit babies can really tell. It's a great question. Yeah, it seems like a bad plan. When you put it that way, it's like, wow, God created all these spirit babies. And
you have like a family thing there, right? Like a family reunion. I heard. Yep. I didn't even know she was going through any sort of near-death stuff. What are they saying caused the death? Oh, I didn't even know she had cancer. At the age of 80. Hayden. First it was Hayden. What was Hayden?
Babies, and 1/3 of them rejected the plan. That seems it's not a good ratio, God. You're getting a bad grade. That if only 2/3 are choosing Jesus' plan, maybe this plan, maybe the overall plan was fucked to begin with.
Hayden who? There was an actor called Hayden who died? What? What? She was found unresponsive. That's crazy. Huh. Wow. That's crazy. Thanks for mentioning that. I didn't even know. I remember watching her on Heroes. That's what it was. Yeah, Heroes. That's where I saw her, like what I saw her on. My favorite food is probably whatever I'm eating. I mean, when I make a pizza, when I have raspberries, this right now, I mean, I don't know. What's your favorite food? Pasta. Mm-hmm. I did. No, I live with some family. I'd like to live alone though. I would like to live alone. Well, thanks for liking, commenting, and subscribing. Especially thank you for commenting because it gives me something to work with. I don't know which stream I'll do next, but I'll probably do a sleep stream. And Elaine Thomas, it's so nice to see you. Good to see your words. It's so great. Thank you for joining. Yeah. I'll see your comments in the next stream. Bye.